one, one, two, three, four, nine, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, beautiful. Yeah, point, three, in, okay, down, two, down, down, one, okay, check what, chapter, two, four, da, da, ba, okay, time, two, two, put, one, two, three, four, yeah, one, short, short, down, shoot, and, shoot, oh, shoot, one, one, shoot, on a film, shoot, shut up, okay, shoot, on, film, shut the phone, and, shit, okay, shoot, short, shit, sorry, great, yeah, maybe, what have what, like, um, the ship might be time for trip for gay day and we try and be figure to at the activate to about to be what be for being the that try to ship no for it time for you extra for you that was Feel the pool. Bon, 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 après, je job, bon, ouais, et tiens, je vais, je, tiens, après, one, tiens, bon, but you, what, that, you, can, but, mà đẹp review biệt Apple non cho đi bị Apple 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 đã chuyện Apple feel Apple to yeah I did but it's some them them to you let you share oh but Apple you that but for that what I did to be green doing green but sure oh sure oh baby oh it did baby the bill the way I did what the true portion should be in about for but that what do you want to be well but baby what did what it I did what then I did keep back do it that so you put it in the bed and feel what me bad thing sure actually tatting sure do sure sure join it to me and passion time sugar right it's a bit do it and did to I think feel for that for me yeah about being well no boy green button game but point fit prevent stream that feel talk but me yeah but we try and about dropping attitude, but very fine. Sure. No, go what about for about the me, but to set up a bit about the Trump is shut up all the way from what the or so for about me for the bar and then what did the about to say
But 30, but 30, 30, 30, but then
So he dug out his old. He's been performing to sold-out shows across the world, like Tomorrowland in Belgium, Lollapalooza in Chicago. He even hosts a music festival in Miami every year called Shaq's Funhouse. Now, the fact that Shaq is a famous DJ is kind of weird, but it's nowhere near as strange as what Dennis Rodman does. This dude's idea of fun means hanging out with one of the most dangerous people on the planet. Yeah. Back in 2013, Rodman got paid to run a basketball camp in Pyongyang, North Korea, in front of tens of thousands of fans. And one day during the middle of practice, something weird happened. See, Rodman was sitting on the bench when, all of a sudden, every single North Korean in the entire arena stood up and started clapping. So Rodman turned around to see what they were looking at, and that's when he saw, "Subscribe to Rebound on the Jumbotron." Yeah, that's right. We got entire countries out here subscribing to the channel. So if you're not, then what the hell are you doing? But Rodman also saw North Korea's supreme leader, Kim Jong-un, walking towards him. Now, most people are terrified of this guy. But, Dennis Rodman, he wasn't afraid. So he stood up, shook Kim's hand, and started making small talk. And that's when Rodman learned that he was Kim's favorite NBA player. So the two immediately hit it off. And after practice, they went back to Kim's place to enjoy a nice dinner, sing some karaoke, and party with North Korean women, officially beginning one of the most controversial friendships of all time.
For me to go over there to see him as much as I have, I basically hang out with him all the time. We laugh, we sing karaoke, we do a lot of cool things together. And we ride horses, we hang out, we go skiing, and we only ever talk politics. That's the good thing about that.
Rodman is really out here skiing with a dictator. That's just weird, dog. But I guess it kind of makes sense. They both love the NBA, and not every player can say the same. I mean, for Chris Paul, basketball isn't even his favorite sport. Yeah. See, back in the 90s when Chris was just a kid, his dad took him to a local bowling alley, and after playing his first round, it was love at first strike. So Chris started going back to the alley every single day, working on his form, improving his ball spin, all for the sake of getting better at his true passion. But eventually, when Chris graduated high school, it was time to choose a career. And he had a choice between $25,000 a year in the Pro Bowlers Association or $3.4 million a year in the NBA. So obviously, Chris decided to pursue basketball, and he got drafted by the Hornets in 2005. But there was still his love for bowling lingering in the back of his mind. So in 2008, Chris hit up his boys LeBron, D-Wade, and Kevin Durant to host his very own nationally televised charity bowling tournament. And this event brought so many eyes to the Pro Bowlers Association that Chris turned into an overnight bowling celebrity. And he got to appear on the cover of US Bowler magazine. But Chris still wasn't satisfied, and he needed to find an even bigger way to express his love for bowling. So in 2013, he created his own PBA bowling team called LAX, captained by one of the best bowlers in the entire world, Jason Belmont. And Chris has been running that team ever since, all while still playing in the NBA. This dude seriously became a legitimate bowling superstar. Like, imagine if Chris decided to pursue a professional bowling career and just quit basketball completely. I mean, other players might have even followed him, and we would have missed out on some of the most disrespectful moments in NBA history. Like, one player actually spit on somebody during a game, while another player purposely stepped on an NBA player's face. Huh. You want to hear more about that? Then click this video right here. These are the 20 most disrespectful NBA From spitting in a player's face to dropping bodies on the court, these are the NBA's top 20 most disrespectful moments. And coming in at number 20 on our list, we got a dunk so disrespectful, it made a grown man cry. Good shot. Now that's disrespectful. But that's 7'1" Shaq. What's even more disrespectful is number 19. When 7'6" Yao Ming went up. You know, Marcus Smart was really mad, man. You got JR over here laughing his ass off while he's getting chased around the court. That's tough. But that's not as bad as number 12. The LeBron James bullied a rookie. Yeah, pay attention to this guy right here. That is Frank Ntilikina. And he was in his rookie NBA season, but LeBron decided to get disrespectful with them for literally no reason. What the hell, bro? This dude's 19 years old. You're over here running into him, standing over him for no reason. Come on, man. But trust me, this is far from LeBron's most disrespectful play. Because we got number 11. When Bron dunked on a man so hard, it literally changed his entire legacy. This one play literally defines Jason Terry. I mean, just listen to him talk about it.
And then the worst thing about this is, every time I go, I'm in arenas or I'm at the grocery store, little kids come up to me, hey, aren't you Jason Terry? Yeah, that's me. Why did LeBron done that? I'm like, come on, I thought you asked for autograph.
Right, get to the picture.
Man.
But not every play has to be this crazy to be disrespectful. Sometimes a player is just sensitive and they get offended easily, just like number 10, featuring Robin Lopez. Jared Culver said 3 words and barely stared at this man, and Lopez gets all in his feelings. Ridiculous. But coming in at number 9, we got to talk about how disrespectful Jared Dudley is. See, back in 2019, Dudley had some beef with Ben Simmons. And after hitting a 3 against Philly, Dudley was feeling himself and decided to disrespect not only Ben Simmons, but everyone watching the game as well. Who the hell does Jared Dudley think he is? How the hell are you going to be built like a chicken nugget and hold your arms out like you're Mike Tyson? I feel disrespected right now. You haven't earned the right to gloat like that. But at least Mr. Potato Head didn't scream in someone's face, like Marcus Morris did in number 8. Morris goes right to the top of Canada. Morris yells at the top of his face. Just got a whiff of that Morris spread. I'm surprised a fight didn't break out. Like when Morris went out of his way to stand over Larry Nance Jr. in number 7. Come on, man, that's messed up. But hey, at least Morris didn't straight up tackle Nance to the ground, because that's exactly what happened in number 6.
Encouraging that. Does team just body slam? Oh, yeah. I mean, I know he's frustrated at the non-call.
Does this man not know what sport he's playing? You can't just run full force into a man and tackle him. The hell are you thinking? All right, now we've been looking at a lot of recent disrespectful moments, but for number 5, we got to take a look at a classic. When Scottie Pippen completely humiliated one of the toughest guys the NBA has ever seen, Patrick Ewing.
Tu penses que les bonnes jobs, ça pousse pas dans les arbres? Un instant. La forêt, c'est des dizaines de milliers d'emplois vraiment occupants dans toutes sortes de branches. T'es pas convaincu? Bien, je vais te donner 10 très bonnes raisons de choisir la forêt.
The John Stark spectacular dunk last year. He hovered over Ewing for a second, and Patrick didn't like it as any player wouldn't like.
This man not only put Ewing on a poster, but he even threw a little smack on the way down. I'm honestly surprised this didn't turn into a fight. I mean, we've seen fights break out just from a little shove, like number 4.
Sixers 22 on the field.
Afterwards, they said, finished it now, we're going to have a touchdown. Spilled over temporarily into the front row.
This play is extra disrespectful because Chris Paul was legitimately just trying to.
Today, we are going to rob this house. Here's a rock. Chandler, smash that window.
You're probably wondering, why am I robbing this house? This is Chandler's dad's house, and he thinks he is currently competing in one of my last league challenges. Our next contestant is Todd. As you guys know, Chandler's father. Todd, get in the bed. Last to leave the bed wins $10,000.
Bring me the money.
But that's just a diversion. While he's competing, we're going to take everything out of his house and leave $50,000 on the floor.
Chandler's dad is going to lose his mind when he comes home.
Dude, I don't want to be in 100 miles of this place. I don't know what he's going to do.
I know, this is terrifying. Chandler, what are you holding?
My family.
You're stealing them?
I'm stealing my own family.
And we have a giant moving truck to fit all the stuff. I guess I'll just put this here. Let it be known that this $50,000 is not to move. I'm gonna have Todd count it. There better be 50 grand here.
Robbing this house is really easy.
Don't say that outside.
What, we get a joke? Robbing this house?
We are robbing the house, but it's a prank, everybody.
Okay. Well, please.
And I'm wrong back up. We have Carl and we have Tyler because we have to move a lot. I'm putting Chris in charge of you guys. Me and Chandler have to go check in on the last to leave. You guys keep robbing the house. I'll be right back. Chris is in charge.
Yes, sir.
All right, guys. Jimmy left me in charge. Make sure you're doing everything you're supposed to be doing.
Is everybody doing good?
Todd, it's been a while. How you doing?
Doing great, man.
You got crazy yet?
Going now, man. I'm like to get up in the bathroom.
Because usually when Chandler has to poop, he just gets out.
I took care of that this morning, so I'm good on that front.
Yeah, you texted me.
Guys, let's give him some solitude. As you guys know from this video, silence drives you crazy. Don't talk to him. Let him lose his mind to his own thoughts, all right? Just get away from him.
I heard the man. Bye.
Let's see what damage they've done. Chris, Tyler, what are you guys up to?
Not much.
Oh,
Robin, heck yeah!
We said Robin. We said, come on, niggers.
Roberts are supposed to be quiet.
Oh.
But screw it!
We stay Robin. We stay Robin.
We stay Robin! We stay Robin! We stay Robin!
Okay, stay Robin.
It's a joke, everybody. Honestly, Robin's kind of fun. We should do this more. Comment if we can rob your house. It's a prank on my dad. We're totally not stealing anything. Nothing suspicious here.
We own this television, I promise.
Let's go look at Chandler's old group. Lock the door. Don't let him in.
Hey, we're in here.
This is Chandler's old room. Guys, let's find something embarrassing. Why is that so low? Chandler has a teddy bear. Why is there a teddy bear under bed? That's not. I don't know how Chandler has the teddy bear. Chandler has the teddy bear. I want you guys to comment until the day you die. Nice teddy bear, Chandler. Let's leave Chandler alone with this teddy bear. No, let's go. I'll pass him a long time. All right. The movers can't know we're robbing Todd. If the movers ask, this is our friend Rob. Before we go any further, I want to make sure the viewers know that this is actually okay. I got permission from all of Todd's family members.
Where are my sisters?
When he comes home, he's going to be shocked. He's going to lose his mind. But after that, and we're gonna give him brand new furniture. He's gonna get $50,000, and if he wins the current challenge, he gets $10,000. And seeing how he's the only one competing, so we'll probably be going. He's gonna be happy, I promise.
So far, everything's going good. Looking forward to dinner. You'll have lunch here. Looking forward to another lunch and then some dinner and then a little nighttime snack.
We got one box filled up. We're gonna take it to the truck and keep going until everything's empty.
You're the bottleneck to his robbery. Come on.
Families are love, memories, laughter. We can bring and rob each other.
Good news, the movers are now here. Hey, I want the whole house empty. Grab whatever you can. Let's start in the back left room and work our way up.
Oh, don't forget, they can't know we're robbing this house.
Oh, okay. Not just nap while we do this. Carl, we need to move your car. It's in the way. Oh, yeah, it's just it's in the car. You left your keys in your car? Yes.
Perfect. Now I know what his keys are. We're gonna take all this furniture and dump it in Carl's house. So after we surprise Todd, we're gonna surprise Carl, where the house is full. Well, back at the studio where Todd is, we need to come up with a story to sell it. We should make Todd think that someone else got out. You're right. These are the three people he's competing against. All included. I think Tom got out.
Todd, I have good news for you. Tom made a mistake and already got out. You still going to get the dub? Oh, yeah. I'm gonna go check on Craig. John, you want to sit here and bond with your father a little bit? All right, so next we're gonna go visit Craig and see how he's doing. Would you like a chance to win 10 grand?
Why, yes, I would,
Well,
sir.
good at this cherry picker conveniently placed here. And while he's doing that, I want to tell you guys about Monster Legend. It's a free-to-play app available on iOS and Android. It's an
Voici Sharon. Grâce à PC Optimum, mon fils Owen mange plus de légumes. Il voulait une Nintendo Switch chez Pharmacie. Et sachant comment fonctionne la suite PC Optimum, j'ai décidé d'ajouter des choses dans le menu. Et qu'à la maison, il finissait toujours son assiette. Merci Sharon. C'est bon d'avoir des objectifs et de manger des légumes. C'est pour ça qu'on va encore s'améliorer. Les choix sont faits à l'accumulation de points PC Optimum.
Having kids is no walk in the park. But if you thought your childhood wasn't perfect, let's wait until you hear about some of the stuff that goes down. From encouraging sibling violence to sneaky abandonment tactics, or even hungry mamas chowing down on their own spawn for lunch, coming up are some of the worst animal parents around. Cuckoos. Cuckoos are some of the most infamous bad mothers in the entire animal kingdom. For these birds, the stress of parenting is just too much to take on. So, to avoid all the hassle, they abandon their kids before they're even born. When she's ready to lay an egg, a female cuckoo will swoop into the unattended nest of a smaller species. She will then swallow one of the eggs that's been laid there and lay one of her own in its place. This behavior is known as brood parasitism, and it's one seriously sneaky tactic. By leaving her own egg in another bird's nest, Mama Cuckoo shifts the responsibility of raising her young to another unsuspecting mother and unburdens herself in the process. Bring yourself up to go and live life as a sexy single bird again. Unfortunately for her victims, the cuckoo chick is hardly a welcome addition to any nest. In fact, this imposter chick usually hatches earlier and grows faster than the other bird's real brood, forcing the smaller chicks out of the nest where they will likely die. Sometimes the targeted birds revolt. The parents that inhabit the nest may mob the cuckoo mom to stop her from dropping off her egg. Alternatively, they might even push the cuckoo eggs out before they hatch or abandon the nest altogether. But more often than not, the cuckoo mom gets away with her evil scheme undetected, leaving her victim with another big, greedy mouth to feed. Man, nature really is hardcore sometimes. Burying beetles. For such small critters, burying beetles have some fearsome mothering tactics. True to their name, these endangered black and orange insects bury the carcasses of small vertebrates, such as birds and mice, as a food source for their larvae. Once the larvae hatch inside their new fleshy home, mom regurgitates the pre-digested meat to feed her kids. But there's one small problem. There's rarely enough meat to go around. Whenever they're hungry, burying beetle larvae pester for food by touching their parents' mouths with their legs. But there's one crucial rule they have to remember. Pester mommy too much and prepare to pay the ultimate price. You see, burying beetles occasionally punish young who nag for food by eating those who annoy them the most. According to research by Edinburgh University, this cutthroat parenting behavior encourages the larvae to feed more honestly according to how hungry they are, rather than trying to outdo their siblings by constantly pestering for more. The threat of being eaten also allows the mother beetle to maintain some control over how she feeds her squabbling offspring. Like other mammals and birds, burying beetles seem to favor elder offspring because they're more likely to grow up and survive to procreate. So if you're a baby beetle who values their life, it doesn't pay to pester mommy, unless you're really hungry. Unlike mama burying beetle, I just love being pestered. And what's the best way to pester me? By hitting those like and subscribe buttons and ringing that little bell icon, duh. You won't get a tasty snack in return, but what you will get is a whole lot of amazing content right into your subscription box. So what are you waiting for? Sharks. Sharks often get a bad reputation as nothing more than psychopathic, bloodthirsty killers, and their parenting habits don't do much to improve on it. In fact, shark moms are notoriously bad at parenting before they even give birth. You see, some sharks have live births with placentas, a bit like mammals, but others have live babies without an organ to feed the developing fetuses. So how do they get their nutrients, I hear you ask? Well, by eating their own siblings, that's how. These sharklets start their life by waking up inside a tiny, pitch-black cave, populated by their brothers and sisters that look just like them. But little do they know that this womb is about to become the next Hunger Games arena. There may be as many as 20 eggs starting out in 2 uteri, and each will hatch and live peacefully inside their mother, until they grow sharp jaws and they feel their tiny bellies rumbling, that is. Of the 20 shark babies that hatch, only 1 from each uterus will survive to be born into the world. Which probably explains why adult sharks have such a chip on their shoulder. It's quite hard to imagine what it would feel like to have 20 sets of frenzied jaws snapping away inside you at once, but it's safe to say it probably isn't pleasant. Sure, shark moms don't go around smoking and drinking while pregnant, but they certainly deserve minus parenting points for hosting a terrifying death match inside their own womb. Tasmanian devils. Your idea of Tasmanian devils is probably heavily influenced by the utterly badass Looney Tunes cartoon. But these carnivorous marsupials are even more hardcore in real life. For starters, they have the strongest mammalian bite in the world, pound for pound. But there's also the matter of how they raise their kids. To prepare them for a life as one of Earth's most fearsome creatures, the first thing they experience when they open their eyes is a Thunderdome-style death match.
De nos jours, les frigos nettoient leurs distributeurs d'eau avec la technologie nano-UV. On défaut.
That fewer than 1 in 10 will survive. You see, Mama Tasmanian devil will give birth to as many as 50 tiny babies called joeys at once. But there's one big problem. She only has 4 teats to go around. Unfortunately, the phrase sharing is caring means nothing to a Tasmanian devil. So the rules are simple. Whoever can make it to mommy's feeding nozzles first and hold on tightly wins. Only the strongest survive, while the remaining 46 pups starve to death before they even get a fair shot at life. It seems like there's no logical reason why this happens. Instead, Mother Nature allows the Tasmanian devil to give birth to 50 pups and then lets 92% of them die right off the bat, purely for the sake of teaching them that sharing is for losers. Park seals.
Baby harp seals are unbelievably cute. And you'll be pleased to learn that harp seal moms love these fuzzy little pups just as much as you do, for a total of about 12 days, that is. During this period, harp seal moms feed their babies nonstop and don't even take a break to fill their own bellies. Without any blubber, their mother's milk is 50% fat, which allows the 20-pound newborns to pack on 5 pounds a day. But once this intense feeding period stops, so too does the mother-child bonding. After 12 days, the emaciated female harp seal decides it's time to make a swift exit by leaving her baby to fend for themselves. But unlike other species with such abrupt weaning periods, the harp seal pups aren't nearly prepared enough for life on their own. Instead, they're left stranded on the ice for the next month and a half with absolutely no food or protection. And during this time, the pups will lose half of their body weight without any resources to replenish it. Finally, when they're about 8 weeks old, they'll be able to swim and are ready to start hunting for their own food. But until that day comes, they must endure a dangerous period of potential starvation, being hunted by predators, or drowning amid the melting ice. All things considered, it's no surprise that at least 30% of harp seal pups die during their first year of life. Talk about absent parenting. It's getting pretty intense up in here. If you had to be raised by one of the bad parents we've seen so far, which one would you pick? Let me know in the comments below, but I warn you, it's only going to get worse from here on out. Dracula hints. The word Dracula alone should be enough to tell you that not much mother-baby bonding is going on here, but nothing can prepare you for the plight of Dracula hints. These tiny insects have the fastest animal jaws in all of nature. They ironically lack the ability to chew solid food. So worker ants in the colony rely on another source for their nutrition instead, their own